In terms of gender roles within Dwarven society, men and women can take whatever professions they wish if they're persistent enough, though Vernkolrun's surface-underground split often makes that difficult. On the former's front, one will often see Dwarven hunters of either gender try to hunt varied creatures in the desert down in order to survive, as the desert sands don't allow much in the way of crop growing. One can also make use of any trained individual they get to guard what few locales are on Vernkolrun's surface, so one would see Dwarven women and men guarding them in roughly equal amounts. There's very little in the way of equipment stores or inns on Vernkolrun's surface, but the men usually tend to handle what few there are. When it comes to gender roles within Baldur, the city's relative safety allows a little bit more wiggle room here than the surface. For example, there's a section within the western side of the city that's about the size of a cul-de-sac containing soil that's suitable for farming, and most of the time one can find Dwarven men and women both tending to the crops being grown there. Store and inn running within Baldur is taken care of by Dwarven men, but it's not unheard of for a Dwarven woman to temporarily take charge of such buildings if the situation calls for it, and there has indeed been a few of those where they do permanently take charge. Guards on the surface use whatever method of combat they're trained in to ensure Vernkolrun's few surface locals are safe, be it through melee, magic, or archery. Balrog's male and female guards don't use magic on the account of it being able to collapse the massive cave the city resides in quite easily if not handled properly. Outside of Vernkolrun in general, the men do the guarding with melee weapons, and the women do the store and tavern running for the most part.